Hello everybody, my name is Drew and welcome back to Feed the Beast. Yes, we are back with episode 2 of our single player series here in the Direwolf 20 pack. Things are going well. We're well on our way to some basic starting stuff. I've improved our little hidey hole here, expanding it just a little, not by much. Just some extra sources of food that we can use to keep ourselves fed. Now these don't do a ton, as you can see. It kind of gets your food level saturation up by eating them like that. But we've got raspberry. These are all Natura, by the way. And we've got blackberry, raspberry, a bunch of blueberries, more blackberry. And then I think these are blueberry all on this side. Yeah, these are all blueberries on that side. So very, very helpful that we have those. And the best part is they're self-replicating. You can see here, there's already a new bush growing. And let's just take a looky in what we have here. Here's what I've collected thus far from doing some mining off camera. Not a ton. I mean, we have some stuff. We have a bunch of clay. We got some other stuff going on, but not a serious ton of stuff. We are quite lacking in quite a few resources, but one of the cool things I was able to get while I was mining around was my favorite morph, the bat. So this is bat mode, in case we haven't talked about morph yet. Morph is an oh my god, I'm wearing my hat. Sorry, I got distracted by that. I didn't realize I wore the hat. Morph, as I didn't explain, when you kill a mob, you absorb its form. I killed a bat. I can now turn into a bat, including flying. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. However, I only have 3 hearts, so it doesn't take much to kill me. Now, the nice thing about bats is that we can fit into a 1-block space with them, which makes tunneling through walls to run cable and other things much easier. It also makes getting in and out of this canyon a lot easier. So, super awesome for that. But it also takes a bunch of food to fly, so there are trade-offs. But I've done a little exploring, as we can see. Let's open up our map here. Not a ton. I don't want to do too much if our map would load. There it is. So as you know, this is our little home base here. We started... Nope, not that way. Where did we start? Over here. We started over here. So we're not too far from a big ocean biome by the look of it either. And I've been tossing different ideas around about where we set up a permanent home. This is a nice place to start. There's lots of resources for us in and around this area. I'm very, very happy with what we found. Scrolling around the map here. But this area around here looks pretty good as well, and that's to this direction. There's some pretty solid looking stuff over here, which looks very much to our liking. I had a few ideas of what we could do, but I'm going to keep them to myself for now, because what kind of person would I be if I spoil the entire party before it happens? But down to brass tracks, what are we doing today? Well, one of the most important, I should say, things in any version of Minecraft is the ore and resources that you're gathering. We need ore. More important than in any other type of Minecraft, especially in modded, you need lots and lots of resources. So, with that in mind, we're going to be building ourselves a very basic smeltery today. Smeltery, for those of you that aren't aware, is from a mod called Tinker's Construct. And I don't think I have the Tinker's book, do I? Do I have it? Oh, I do. Materials and new. So let's pop this guy open really quickly. Every game starting off that has Tinker's Construct should have this book as part of your starting inventory. Excuse me. Now, if we tap on over here, click. Okay, so it'll explain everything that you need to do in terms of getting started with Tinker's Construct. You know, what materials, workshop, blah, 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 blah. And what we need are these guys, blank patterns and a stencil table, along with a part crafter. Not so much on the pattern chest. And a tool station. A tool forge will come later. That's actually a more advanced version of the tool station, but we'll get into that as we go on. The more important parts of these 3 basic tools, which we're going to be making today. And there's a bunch of other stuff, and they explain things like drying racks and slime channels using slime blocks, which are these guys here, and they are used for, like, transporting things much easier in base games. Think of like using ice channels in vanilla Minecraft in order to transport stuff using water, but you can use slime instead. And these make bounce pads, which are pretty much like slime blocks in vanilla now. You can also make punji sticks, which are excellent versions of traps. I've used them quite heavily in both Crash Landing and Agrarian Skies. They make excellent tools for defending against mods. Another one that was great is a barricade, and that lets us build a open defensible area. Very cool. But what we need is this. Grout. Now, grout is what turns into seared bricks. Seared bricks become the different parts of the smeltery. And we're about to get into that right now, so let's make some grout. Let's grab that. Let's grab you, and I should have some... Well, it's one piece of gravel. Do I have more gravel? Don't tell me I don't have any gravel. Oh, no, 19 gravel, 20. So we're not going to be able to make a lot, which is unfortunate because we need to make a lot. Let's go grout. Tinker's Construct is one of my favorite mod packs by and by. I'm Grout. That's amazing. Instead of I'm Groot, I'm Grout. Awesome. Oh, do we not have any of those items? Sand, gravel. Do I not? I've got... Where'd the gravel go? Gravel, sand, clay. Why you know... Why you no go? Stinker, okay. Like that, and sand. Fine, we'll do it that way. Now this will make 40 seared bricks. Each one makes a seared brick. Nope, that one, right there. That guy. So we're going to make 40 bricks right now, and while that's cooking, let's take a jaunt outside. What's the daylight like? I don't want to get caught outside in the dark. We should be okay. Let's go find ourselves some more gravel, because we're going to need more gravel in a big way. Grout is very, very important. Well, it's a basic material. We're going to need it if we're going to want to build a smeltery. We may be able to build a small one. Smelteries are dependent on size. They are a multi-block structure. Now, it used to be that you had to craft one with a base 3x3 as a open spot in the middle, and then the walls went on the outside. So it's actually 5x5 for a complete area. So that's the basic big size. Now, it was reduced in this version of Tinker's Construct that you only actually need a 2x2 or 4x4 total. That's pretty cool. It's a much smaller smeltery. We won't be able to put as much stuff in it, but it will still work, which means if we can't have access to grout or gravel or whatever, like we're having trouble finding it, it does make it a lot easier to craft yourselves a smeltery. So that's pretty neat. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that, but just in case, we may end up having to build a smaller smeltery, which is fine. That'll let us get going and doing what we need to do to A, double our ores, because that's the most important part, and B, get access to much better tools than just regular stone tools. We're going to mix and match the materials here very, very shortly, but I'm going to grab some sand as well, because we're going to need it. Thankfully, there is lots of deserts nearby. I also found a bit of a village, but it's not a village like normal. We may check that out later if we have time. Let's grab some of this sand here. Like I said, there's some very, very interesting local things going on with extra biomes, or biomes of plenty. Extra biomes is not a mod. Well, it was a mod. It was an old mod. But biomes of plenty replaced it, and it's really cool. I like this kind of big extreme hills thing going on. I keep wanting to do my old tendency, and that is to build in either underground or off the side of a mountain. Was probably one of my favorite things. I have this really neat idea for a house that I may end up building on the side of a mountain, just as like our kind of personal residence and crafting location, and then have everything else kind of spread out either in the plains below us or underwater. So I may put it to a vote. Hit me up anywhere that I can be found on social media, and let me know whether you want mountain base, plains base, or ocean base. Because building underwater is a unique challenge. It's one of the funnest things I've ever done in Minecraft. It also takes forever to do, but with modded Minecraft, there are workarounds, so it would be doable, and it would be a lot of fun, so keep that in mind. We could even make it floating like an actual boat. How cool would that be? Come on, be honest. How cool would a floating water fortress be? Come on. Anyway, pardon me, let's head back to base. I do like these amplified mountains like this, though. Very, very nice. It doesn't remind me of typical 1.7 terrain. Like, this is more of a 1.8 thing. Like, I'm thinking of, if you remember back to the vanilla server way back when we had this kind of amplified terrain for the night space, which was pretty badass, if I have to say so myself. Then again, I did build it, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's grab more of this gravel, because we're going to need it. Sadly, I can't break any of this sky stone yet. That's part of, as I said, applied energistics 2. So we'll have to get into some of that at some point, but not quite yet. There's a lot that needs to get done first. Alright, let's go and see if that grout's been cooked up for us. I'm also trying out this whole less cuts to the video thing, so let me know if you guys like that. Okay, here we go. What do you got for me? 25. Not nearly as many as I'd hoped. Sadness. We'll go like that. I don't know why I'm trying to put that in there. Come on, game. Don't do stupid things to me now. There we go. Perfect. Alright, much more grout. Did I give us actually full 64? Oh, yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay, let's grab these 27. That's enough for now. We'll get rid of you. We'll put you in the side chest. Now, one of the cool things, I don't know if I showed this or not last episode, if you put a chest next to a crafting station, which this is not a crafting table. Fairly certain I showed that. Can't remember. I don't know. I don't watch my own stuff. I just kind of put it out there and go, here you go. Enjoy. If you put a chest next to it, it has to be vanilla. Although I haven't tested that with the new versions of the mod packs. But as far as I know, it must be a vanilla chest or double chest, and you can actually access that inventory from within the table itself. Very, very, very handy. If you've watched Crash Landing or Granite Skies, again, that was something that I did all the time. And it's a pretty nifty thing to have access to until we get applied energistics up and running. Have a drink. Alright. So let's make one of the basic things we need for our smeltery, and that's going to be the controller. Can't have a smeltery without a controller. Where did that feather come from? Get it out of my inventory. Don't need you. Oh, let's sleep. I don't want nighttime. There are nasty monsters about. Also, teleporting creepers. I don't like teleporting creepers. They can go to hell. That is some nasty, nasty stuff. Alright, let's go. Book time. Open this bad boy up, and let's find how we build a smeltery. Well, actually, let's build a tool. Let's build all these tool stations first. That's what we need to do. I'm getting ahead of myself. What use is having a smeltery if we can't build tools? We're going to use all the wood that we currently... Oh, no, I better not do that. Okay, we got more here. That's fine. So we go there. That's good. Okay, we got plenty. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now, I may have made too many patterns, but that's okay. We actually are going to need patterns for quite a few things, so don't think that we're wasting wood here. So the first thing we got to make is, let's open this guy back up. So there's 3 things, like I said, we're going to need. A stencil table, which is just a plank and a stencil. A part crafter, which is a log and a stencil. And then we're going to need a tool station. So let's make... First of all, let's make the tool station. Then we'll make the crafter. Stencil table. And then we'll make the crafter. Alright, there we go. And this will let us build our tools. Where are those guys? Solid. Best place to put these would probably be... I'll put them over here. So I'll have to go stencil table, part builder, tool station, so that you kind of go down the production line, as it were. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that's a way better interface. Okay, so the old interface for these was you kind of had to click your way through the stencils, like in a almost like a villager interface, and then it would tell you what stencil you got. And sometimes it would do them in a random order, like you'd get like bars 5 or 6 times in a row. Very, very annoying. But this is a much better interface. Way to go. I'm not sure who made this mod. I can't remember who it was, but well done. Dig in the new interface. So let's go... Okay, so I definitely know I want to make a pickaxe. So let's make a pickaxe head pattern. Actually, we are going to make one of those chests. That's actually a really good idea. So let's go back over here. that. Oh, well, okay, don't do what I want you to do then. Jerk. Like that. There we go, pattern chest. Now the pattern chest can go... No, let's actually put you behind. No, I need an axe for that, don't I? Yes. So I'll put the pattern chest behind there, and then that guy. Excellent. Okay, so that guy will go like that. Now the cool part is now we have access, much like the crafting station, to our different ones. And now, let's go. Oh, good, we got mighty smelting materials. Okay, great. We have all of the items we need. There are 2 other books. I should have mentioned those earlier. Duh. There is Materials in You, Volume 2, and then Mighty Smelting, all by Thrall Magan. Well, these are Skylad, and that's Thrall Magan. But let's open Materials in You, number 2. This is where you'll find out all about your tools. You'll automatically get this deposited into your inventory when you make your first part or your first stencil. I think when you make your first part, no, your first stencil. Like, as an actual, like, proper stencil, not just a blank stencil. So let's go. Pickaxe. What do we need? We need the pickaxe head, which I got, a tool rod, and a tool binding. Perfect. And now there's also shovels, hatchets, mattocks, which are great, by the way. Broadsword, longsword, rapier, dagger, frying pan, which is awesome again. Battle sign. The chisel is really cool because it makes fancy blocks. Hammer, lumber axe. These 2 and the excavator are my favorite items in all of Tinker's Construct. They are so much fun to use. There's the scythe, which I knew about. See, cleaver. Cleaver is a kind of heavy sword. Battle axe, kind of same deal. It's more of a weapon than anything else. Short bow, which is just like a Minecraft bow. Arrows, which is... No, it's older. We can use arrows before. And then that's it. I thought there was new weapons. Maybe I was wrong. Apparently I'm wrong about that. Alright, we'll toss the rest of those in there. Excellent. We got lots of secret brick. Beautiful. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's make our... Is it a tool rod? Nope, the tough rod. Tool rod and a binding and a binding. Perfect. And that will put those in here. Now, different materials have different properties, is what I'm looking for here. We can't just put metal in here, by the way. If I want to put a piece of iron or something in this, it'll tell me, no, you can't make it, and that is because we need to smelt those items, and we'll have to make casts. I'm not willing to go that far on the iron yet. We do have 2 pieces of iron, which will turn into 4, but we are going to need more iron before we make some solid tools. But in the meantime, what we can do is, well, first of all, I'm going to repair my 2 stone shovels into 1 awesome stone shovel. Slightly awesome. Put those away. And let's make ourselves a stone tool. We're going to need, let's do a stick, and you know what? Let's go with this. Paper, and I'll show you why I'm making paper in a second. But let's grab, I think we want this book. Yes, modifiers and materials. So let's go over here to what the materials are. Like I said, different materials have different properties. So something like wood, pretty terrible. But there's different traits that they'll give, and the traits are listed here. And there's ones like reinforced, which is a 10% chance per level of not using durability. That's pretty much the same thing as unbreaking. Stonebound. This is a really fun one. The tool mines faster as it wears out, but does less damage. So if you're hoping you kick ass with your stonebound pickaxe, probably not going to happen. But the closer you get to the bottom, the faster you'll mine. Pretty cool. Jagged. This tool attacks with what? Oh, the tool attacks with this tool. The tool attacks with no, that sentence doesn't make sense. But anyway, it says it does more damage as it wears out, but mine's slower, kind of thing. Writable, which is pretty cool. Lets you have extra modifiers, which I'll explain. And tasty, pardon me, sometimes drop food. I have no idea what tasty is. That's a new one. No idea. These are pretty cool. So this is wood, and it shows you the material is oak planks. A shard would be a stick. The rod is just 1 stick. Stones can make stone shards, which can be used to modify things. Rods. Stone, let's see. We want a handle modifier. 0.5 versus the 1.0. So this is a better handle modifier. So you can combine the different modifiers from materials to grant more durability. Like an iron tool rod would actually be really good with not even having iron as the head, right? You want to mix and match things to get stronger. Sometimes a purely iron thing would be good, but you're better to mix iron with, say, maybe not flint. You can probably mix it with other things because you can go the iron durability of 250 times, you know, 0.5 for that, or 1, or 1.7 if it was a tool rod, right? Like, you get different modifiers like that. That's kind of what I'm getting at. But we're going to make a bone, if I have any bone, pickaxe, because bone has a durability of 200, which is strictly better than the stone, which is only 131, which can be made with cobblestone or smooth stone. So do I have any bones? I have 3. Perfect. So let's go on over here, go to our part table. We're going to grab our pickaxe cast, and we're going to put, or our stencil rather, and put our bone in there. And it's going to give us 1 bone pickaxe head, which can only mine up to iron. Keep that in mind. It won't be able to mine any higher, but if we take a look at our tools thing again, I believe they tell us here. I don't remember. Let's look. No, it doesn't. But if we were to grab a piece of stone and put it in, it'll tell us what that'll mine up to. And stone has a mining level of iron as well. So it's really no better. It just has more durability and speed. So that does make it strictly better than this guy. So mining speed of 4 versus what this would be, a mining speed of still 4, but this is higher durability. So that makes it win out in my book. We also need a binding, which in this case we're going to go paper. What paper does is allows us to have an extra durability for our, or an extra modifier when we build this sucker. So we go over to our tool station now, and we put our bone pickaxe with the writable head, or binding, and that guy, and we get 1 bone pickaxe. How neat is that? Ta-da! Much better than that guy. Now, I don't know if we gain levels from this guy. I'm not sure if that's installed. Let's find out. Doesn't look like it is. I may actually go and find that mod. There's a mod that adds the ability to level up and enhance your tools just by using them. I believe it's called Tweaks. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to research that and find out, and I'll get back to you. But we now have ourselves a proper bone pickaxe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to smelt up more bricks, and we're going to come right back as soon as I have some more of these seared bricks ready for you guys to do some fun stuff. So I'm going to be right back, guys. Hey guys, we are back now, which is pretty great. And I've got a whole bunch of these guys to make ourselves some awesome stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to need to reference our Mighty Smelting Book. And you can see I also went ahead and made a bone shovel. Let's open up this Mighty Smelting, and we'll figure out how to make a smeltery. Now, a smeltery functions as a large liquid tank. It is capable of melting metals and mixing various metals, which is freaking amazing. We can make alloys with it. Drains functions as input and output for the tank. Ores naturally have more materials than processed versions, such as ingots. The smeltery will process the full value of ores, roughly twice as much as a regular furnace would provide. Okay. Mixing 2 or more metals will sometimes result in an alloy. We already knew that. It'll happen automatically. We can't control it. So watch when you're trying to put stuff into your smeltery, because it may end up mixing and you get stuff that you don't want to get. So keep that in mind. Casts are made differently from patterns, which we'll get into that later on, as it says in the book. So we need 1 smeltery controller, which we have, 1 seared tank, which I'm about to make, at least 9 seared bricks, and any combination of 10 seared bricks, tanks, or drains, a faucet, and a casting table. So let's start off with the seared bricks. We're going to need, or the seared, the other ones we need. So let's make ourselves a drain and a faucet. Like that. And then we're going to make ourselves a tank. Oop, shit. I didn't mean to make that. Okay, go back on that one. That's unfortunate. Now I'll put that piece of glass in the middle. That's for our seared tank. And then we just need bricks. Okay. Now we're not going to have access to a casting table because I need more gravel, but that's fine. I'm just gonna show you the basic smeltery for now. And we're gonna build it pretty much right here. So let's dig 1, 2, 3. Now look how much better than this is than stone. Much better. Build our 3x3 base. There's 9. And now we dig around to make our actual smeltery. Now there's no real limit as I'm aware of for height. That being said, I also wouldn't build too ridiculous. It also should be noted that you don't need to fill in the corners. All it needs is the following: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we won't put them there because we got to put our other ones there. So we'll break that guy, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 like that. And now we'll put our controller there. Not the controller because we're gonna need you. And we'll put a tank, and we're gonna need to put a drain in the middle. So we do need more of those. Well, for now we can just do this. Bam. 1 smeltery. Extremely basic. We can only smelt 6 things at once, or 9 things at once. And you'll notice that the 9 things is relevant to the layer. So if I add another layer, we get another 9 things. If you make your smelteries right, every time you smelt a full smeltery's worth of items, you'll get blocks. You can make full blocks out of it. This is also the easiest way to make blocks of metal in the game. So pretty awesome. But we're going to need one thing, and I almost forgot. So let's use some of this iron that we have, because this sucker needs fuel. And how do we fuel it? Well, with the raw, fiery power of the universe itself. I'm not talking about plasma, I'm talking about lava, actually. So, guess fiery power of the earth itself. That sounded better in my head. Let's turn into bat form really quickly. I know this is like the cheesiest form of flight, but it's what we have for now. I'll worry about actual flight later. Oh, I nearly died. That would have been bad. So let's go and find ourselves a lava source block. That one will do. I'm really liking the distribution of ore, however. It's very well done. Well done, Direwolf20 and the FTB team. We'll fly back up here. And we'll go back to our smeltery and we'll plop this sucker in. Oops. Come on, don't do this to me now. Bat form. No, not bat form. Human form. Or panda form. Let's put that in there. And now you'll know we now have fuel. So if we wanted to smelt something, like say this smeltery down, because it doesn't smelt. Poop. That stinks. Well, I now have an extra smeltery controller. Sadness. Let's go with making... What do I want to make? Oh, I know what we'll do. We will smelt down iron? That's the easy thing to smelt. It's beneficial. Oh, let's go iron. We'll go with the 2 pieces of iron. Like that. So that's going to smelt down. Now, we can't put it anywhere because we need to make a casting basin, which actually, what I'm going to do, and we'll open this up first. I'm going to make a real quick cut here. I'm going to make some more some more seared bricks, and then we'll do what we need to do to finish this. But these guys, as you can see, there's a little progress bar, and they'll melt down, and they'll form into liquid or molten iron, which will be represented in the tank, and I'll show you when we get back. But I'm going to make a real quick cut here, and I'm going to gather some seared brick and be right back. Hey, we're back. Just to finish up the episode, we're going to do this. I've got a lot more grout now. Smelting things up, but that's not really all that important right now. What we're going to do... Oh, I can't even do... Oh, that's okay. We'll deal with it. The way this works is... Oh, I don't want to even do this now because I need... Well, let's grab more iron. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that gives me 7. Oh, you know what? No, we'll grab this. We'll grab 9 of them. Because that'll make 18. Right? Because it makes 2. That makes 18, which means we can make blocks. All right. So what's going to happen here? And this is the cool part. You're going to see there's molten iron, but we can't put that in a casting basin because if we do, we're going to lose it because there's only 4 pieces of iron currently in our smeltery. We're going to need to make casts. Specifically, we need to make an ingot cast, and an ingot cast is made either by using aluminum brass, which we could technically make because I do have some aluminum on me somewhere, which we're probably going to do because that would be a good idea. We'll make 2 pieces of aluminum. Or 4 after we make one of these blocks, but that's fine. So this copper is going to go in here in just a second, and you can see it's fairly efficient on the fuel, so that's good. But let's put those 2 in there. Oh no, oh no, oh, I screwed up. Well, goodbye iron. That sucks. Sucks to be me. That's unfortunate. I had to lose that. That's not what I wanted to do. Shit. But 9 pieces of copper are going to go in there, and that'll make 1 copper block just to demonstrate. I can't believe I did that. That was dumb. You can select layers. Like right now it's got aluminum brass at the bottom here with 5 ingots and 3 nuggets worth of aluminum brass. I'm not quite sure how it came to that amount. Let's finish pouring that copper out. But you can select which layer. The layer on the bottom is the one that gets deposited first. So there's that. That's a really weird ratio. I'm not sure how that ended up happening. But this aluminum brass will make some casts. I'll do that off camera. But now you can see we make copper, and that can be changed into ingots and whatnot. But anyway, this is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. Tinker's Construct is an amazing, amazing mod. We're going to play a lot with this in the coming episodes while we build up our initial infrastructure and stuff. So that's, look forward to that and look forward to some of the neat tools you can build. I'm going to look into that other mod I was talking about that lets you level tools up. Don't know, it could be in the mod pack somewhere. I'm just not activating it somehow, but whatever. Oh, pardon me. Anyway, as always, if you guys have any comments or concerns about the episode, do leave them in the comment section below. If you liked it, please leave a like. That helps me out tremendously to know that you guys are enjoying the series as it goes along. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye!